Okay, welcome to Kanos. This video is going to be, again, we're talking about Brian Orme, and we are going to do day 11. But first, I wanted to make a couple of announcements. I wanted to let you know that I am working very busily. Is that a word? I'm working hard on a couple of different things. There's family projects we're doing with iMovie in combination of clips and examples, using examples of what we mean by Kanos, new creation, what we mean by passion, purpose, play. Some of my friends in the next age refer to in their homeschool experience. Also, want to make note, this homeschool environment doesn't, you do not have to be a homeschooler to join. Right now, my child is in public school. She's in a kindergarten. That's part of my story. You'll see it in some of my interviews that um, God spoke to me about the words "love is written" over and over again, trying to give me reassurance about her schooling education, because I was worried it was going to be very traumatic for her with the masks and everything. But for whatever reason, with her personality type, with the family dynamics we have going on, with just everything, God assured me she's going to be fine. And plus, she has a very good teacher, so we're very lucky. So yeah, and I made a painting called Love is Written. You could see it back there, maybe. Oh yeah, and Keys is back there too. You can see that. So a little bit of inspiration came from that when she came home from school and she started singing this song, love is written, I love you, I love you. And I said, Mel, where'd you hear that? And she said her teacher just made it up. And she showed me a picture of her and her teacher and me standing together under a rainbow, and we were singing Love is Written. So that was a major confirmation that I am hearing from God. So that was really cool. Now we're into quantum physics and making paper airplanes, and basically I believe in intrinsic motivation and letting the kids learn based on what they're interested in. I studied Montessori for years, and I sort of use a lot of what Mary Montessori taught, but also incorporate more of the a little bit less structure. It depends on the Montessori, but some Montessoris are very structured. With Melody, she learns to live in the chaos, whether there be people coming in and out. I remember at a Montessori school, they were very strict about people coming to visit. And, if a new kid showed up, they made this big deal about it. And it depends on the Montessori school, but we want to make the kids comfortable. It's like what the Buddhists said, the monkey mind, right? If you need quiet space to meditate and you can't get that, then it's going to be a hard time being a parent, right? Because there's always going to be distractions. So that said, it's 8 minutes in. I do want to get started with the next part. So family iMovies, I'm working on it, guys. I have not been able to finish, but that is underway. Bakerville Kids, that's the church that I work at as a volunteer. I'm working on the Armor of God, Ephesians 6, and getting that out for all the parents to have. And then with Judy and Judith Arnold, Chris Carter, and some folks from Kingdom Talks Media, and that Ecclesia group. And the next stage, we are doing interviews, holding Ecclesia groups, and just starting to get our mandates, like, okay, what are we supposed to be doing here, and how are we going to lead people through this new movement. And I started to get some downloads from Father about what I'm supposed to be doing. So there's a lot going on at Kanos. It might not look like it on the outside, but it's just about organization and time management for me. So I'm also working full time at a school as a paraprofessional. So pray for me, continue to pray for our family. We're doing really well. We just went out to Nepog, which is a small little area where we live, and we went snowshoeing and cross-country skiing. I was cross-country skiing. It was so much fun. So anyways, let's get going. Brian Orme, ready? We are on day 10. Oh, no, not. We're past 10, right? We did 10. A whole lot of. Oh, no, we are on page 10. Okay, we are on page 10. I thought we were on 11. Okay, day 10. This is good because this keeps it orderly for me. All right, it is understood that God made Adam from the dust of the ground in the Genesis account. Most people picture God tossing up some dry, dusty dirt into the air. Voila, man enters stage left. But what exactly is the ground made of? Was it like the soil we have today? If we go and start digging up dirt anywhere on our planet, will we discover a commonality in all the samples? Decay? Maybe. All dirt contains decay, which is a manifestation of death. However, at this point in scripture, there is no death in Eden. There's no sin, so there's no death. So if the ground wasn't made of dirt, what's it made of? In Genesis 2, we see a river flow from Eden to water the garden and becomes 4 rivers. Genesis 2:11 tells us about the land and how the first river flows through Havilah, the land of pure gold. I'd like to propose something. Let's see what he has to say about this. I actually didn't pre-read this one. Okay, so what if the dust from which, there we go. What if the dust from which God made us was not dingy, dusty dirt we find in our backyard, but something different? I believe the dust of the ground is from the land of pure gold. Yes, gold dust was our original design. After all, we were made in his image. We were inherently made to be glorious. Among the elements found in the human body, gold appears on the list. And he quotes datagenetics.com. I've personally seen gold dust manifest all over people in meetings. Perhaps in these moments, God is saying, remember your origin. These manifestations cause some to be very uncomfortable. Don't worry, though. We've been given a comforter who can help us when we are not comfortable. God did not create trash. He certainly didn't die for it. We are the apex of his imaginative power. We are the best idea he ever had. And I just have to say, you are the best idea he ever had. So just know that you are the best idea he ever had. That should fill you with some glory right there. All right, so we are the best idea. Oh, it wouldn't be a stretch to think then that he would use materials of higher standard to form his prized one-of-a-kind creation. It's easy to find the gold in others when it would seem God used it to form us in the first place. Here we go with our speak up declaration. I declare I am valuable. Your turn. Value is determined by how much someone is willing to pay, and Jesus paid his life for me. Okay, now you say that. And he is worthy. He made me worthy. So God created a masterpiece, placed a part of himself in me. He placed a part of himself in you. That's beautiful. I have been made with and for his glory. Every person has been made in his image, so I can find gold in every person. Wow. I find gold in every person. Good. Part of my job description is to be a miner who finds gold in the life of every person who crossed my path. I declare that I can see myself in others the way the Father sees me. For our Think Deep meditation, we read from Genesis 1:27 to 11, John 1:4, and Ephesians 2:10. Okay, and I did go over, so I'm going to stop for there. I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but those are the passages. Here they are. You can read them. I know I normally read them to you, but I went over this time, so I will let you go on your merry way. And also, yeah, just remember to share this video around, because Like I said, we have 3 more events coming up, things that are happening with interviews and Next Stage and Kingdom Talks and Bakerville. There's just so much going on right now. And in the spiritual realm, we really want to bring people together to engage in the heavenlies, to get our mandates, just figure out what's going on in our world today, start governing as an ecclesia, because that's really how it should operate, right? And I will warn you, I wrote this in my blog, that things are not going to necessarily be comfortable for you during the change. I know for me, it's been very difficult. Certain parts of this transformation. So as we transform into this new age and the image of our creator who we're intended to be and into the fullness, we need to understand that there's going to be a lot of I guess you could call it persecution. I like to call it trials and tribulation. Trials, let's stick to trials. But this year is I think is going to be a little bit of a tough one for people, especially if you don't have your eyes in the right place. So this is sort of a sidetrack, but I feel like I should mention it. I feel like Holy Spirit wants me. Yeah. Okay. So if you are interested in any cryptocurrency, any kind of like Bitcoin, or you just want to get out of the system, please call me. I mean, no, don't call me. I don't have my number set up yet for that. You can WhatsApp me, or you can email me. Email me at nisbliss777 gmail.com. I can give you some information. I would definitely recommend dollarvigilante.com. If you go to his website, he does have some conspiratorial stuff, which I do not necessarily believe in everything he says, but he is an amazing person. Like, I know him personally through dialogue with him and conversation, and he has got a lot of people in the anarcho-poco. So if you're a libertarian and all into your freedom and everything like that, you might want to check him out. It's just a different way of experiencing the kingdom. If we have a currency that works for us, we don't have to be weighed down by the things of this system. Although I don't believe it's the mark of the beast if you get your vaccine or not. I don't believe it's the end for you. I don't. I believe that anything in fear is not good. If you have to get your vaccine, I would, because your job or whatever, I would say just pray about it and see what Father says. Because I know a lot of godly people who got the vaccines and they're fine. But I also know people that went in that felt like they had to, and they went into it all afraid of it. I don't think that's the right mindset. Okay, so we need to have our minds fixed on Christ, fixed on Him, and let Him lead us. Because these are difficult times, making decisions like that are could be life changing or life threatening. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you what I do or not do, but maybe I'll get into that later with the whole health stuff. But I'm very into whole health and holistic health. I worked at a food store, a healthy food store for years, and learned a lot. So anyways, you should be meditating, praying, and eating right, and exercise. Make sure you get out there and exercise. I don't say that enough, and I feel like I should probably say that more, because when I do go out and exercise, I don't know about you guys, but I feel a lot better. With this pandemic, sometimes there were days where I would just stay in most of the day and just go out for a few minutes. Not the best idea. So I just encourage you all and hope you have a blessed day. And God bless. Bye bye.